Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to see difference between strp time and strf time in Python. So first we'll see what is the difference between strp time and strf time. So both strp time and strf time are used to work with datetime formatting. So, but what is the actual difference is, so we have to use strp time when you want to convert string into datetime object, and strf time will use if you have datetime object to string type. That means converting datetime object into string type. So first we'll see examples with strp time. So how to use this function. So this, as we discussed here, so we'll use to convert string to datetime object. So string means string representing a date and time. So that means we'll be having one datetime object. So that is in the form of a string. So that we are going to convert into datetime object. So what is the syntax for this? So we have to write date time dot, we have to write this function strp time, and inside that we need to pass time underscore data. So that means string format. That means string representing date and time. So that we need to pass here. So next format underscore data. That means format we need to pass here. That means in which format we want this date and time. So next we'll see with some example. See whatever we discussed here, string representation of date and time. So that means, see, we have date here, and we can write a date and time also. Okay, so currently here I mentioned date. So that is in the form of string. So since we given double quote, this is string representation of date and time. So first I'm trying to print this date and what is the time. So this I'm printing. So that means as it is, we are getting this date. And what is the type? This type is string. So next what I'm doing, I'm importing datetime from datetime module. So datetime dot, here I'm using function strp time, and inside that I'm mentioning this string representation of date and time. And I want in this format. So %d, capital B and Y. So that means first I want date. If you see here, date. So here I'm representing similar way of this one. So if you see here, first we have date. So small d means date, that is 21. Next capital B means that is month, month in full letters. So that is June. So since we have comma here, we need to write comma here. Otherwise it will throw error. So next capital Y. So capital Y means year with 4 letters. Okay, so this format I given. So string, it is in which format? Same format I mentioned here. So if I mention this, it will convert into proper format, proper datetime format. So how it is? Year, month, date, and hour, minute, second. And here I'm printing type of this object since it is converted to datetime. So here we are getting datetime object. So initially it was string, that is a string. After converting, so we are getting datetime object. So based on the string and format code used, so the method returns equivalent datetime object. So that means this one. So here you can see what is %d, what is %b. what is %y. So if you see %d, it represents day of the month. Example, for each month we'll be having 30 or 31 days. Okay, so it will mention which day of the month. So %d, that is 21st. Okay, so day of the month. Next, capital B. So it represents months in full form. So example, January, it is in full letters, it is there. February, full letters. So similar way, we have June here. So that's why I mentioned %B. So if it is not full form, no, only JUN is there, then we have to write, instead of small b, we have to write small, instead of capital B, we need to write a small b. So similar way, %y, that is year in 4 digits. So example, 2018, 2019. Okay. So next we'll see value error when using strptime. So we'll see when we'll get value error. So if a string, that means first argument, that means this one, first argument, this is string representation of date and time. And format code, that is second argument. This is format. So passed to the strptime. So we are passing to this function, these both parameters. If this is not matching, does not match, you will get value error. So if you see here, 12/11/2018 is there. But in this format, what I'm giving, small d, and small m I'm giving, small y giving. But here I'm not mentioning backslash. So that means this format is not matching to this string representation of date time. So that's why if I try to print this date underscore object, it throwing error. So if you see here, time data does not match format. If you give backslash here, no, similar way like this, here one backslash, here one backslash, then it will work. So same thing it is explained here. So we have in this format, but what we represented is here. So that means this is not matching. So input and this format, it is not matching. So now we'll see one example, how to convert a string in specific format to date time object. So similar example I'm taking 21 June 2018. So this is same. So what we discussed above. So same example, this one. Next we'll go for other example. So here I have string representation of date and time. If you see here, we have only date here. So here we have, first we have date is there, then we have time is there. Since it is a string format, so we have to use strptime. And inside that, what I'm mentioning, I'm passing this string, and here I'm passing format. So this format should match to this format. So suppose first if you see 12, that is date. So %d is there. Next backslash is there. Next 11 is the month. So %m is there. Next year 2018. So that is y. So space is there. We given space, and this is hour, minute, second. So similar fashion it is given hour, minute, second. Okay, with a semicolon. Okay, so now this format is matching to this. So it will print you. See, if you see, this will convert to our standard format. So what is our standard format? Year, month, date, and hour, minute, second. Okay, so that is this one. Next, what we'll see here, same function, strptime. So instead of this, first what I'm printing, so what I'm mentioning here is, first I'm mentioning month and date, year, hour, minute, second. Okay, So we are getting this one. Okay, so year, month, date. So next we'll see one more example. So I have string format like this. So I have first date I have, next I have time, and I given date format. So first I have year, I given Y, next same symbol we given, next we have month, that is month, same symbol, and 28th is the date, and next hour, minute, second. So similar same format we given, hour, minute, second. Now if you use strp time, and first we'll pass a string, then we'll pass this format. So how it will convert? It will convert to our standard format, that is year, month, date, and this time. So hour, minute, second. Okay, so next we'll see one more example. So we have one string, but here we have date and time. So time we have only hour and minute, and additionally we have PM. So here I am defining format here. So first one is month, so second one is a date, and third one is year. So next one is hour. So we given capital I, and minute we given capital M, and we given space here, same space for PM. If you want to get AM or PM, we have to use %P. So now I will use strp time, and I'm pausing this string here, and I'm pausing this format here. So if you print, so you will get in proper format. So that means year, month, date, hour, minute, second. So if you want to see these format codes, I will show you one table. So it will be easy to understand. So which percent symbol represents what? So what we'll see here, mainly we'll see capital I, capital M, and %P. So if you follow this table, first what we have, capital I we have. So if you see here, capital I, it represents hour, 12-hour format. And next what we have, capital I and capital M. Capital M is minute. So minute is between 0 to 59. So minute will be having 60 seconds. So 0 to 59. So next we have %P. So %P means it will print either AM or PM. So whenever you have doubt of these symbols, you can go through this table. So in my playlist, I added one video, 27th video. So how to format time zones using strftime and strptime in Python. So you can find in my GitHub link this table. So otherwise, parallelly, I will try to add in this notebook also, that particular table. You can go through that. So next we'll see converting a string with the time zone information to a datetime object. So here what I'm doing, so I have this string datetime. So first I have date, and next I have time. Additionally, I have UTC format. So plus 530 hours. So I'm defining format here. So first year, month, date, next hour, minute, second, and %Z. So we'll see what is small z here. If you see here small z, it representing UTC offset. So that means UTC offset, how many hours? Whether it is plus 10, plus 1 hour, or plus 530 hours. So for our case, plus 530 hours is there. So this represents UTC offset. So that equivalent to %Z. So if I use strptime and I'm passing this string and I'm passing this format, so it will print you in proper format. Okay. So year, month, date, and hour, minute, second, and UTC offset. So this is about how to use strp time function. So next we'll see how to use strftime function. So what it does is it will convert datetime object into string representation of datetime. So we used to convert datetime object into formatted string. So for we can say formatted string or string representation of datetime. So it is useful for displaying dates in readable format. So first what I'm doing, I'm trying to do date time to string using strf time. So for that what I'm doing, so I'm using datetime dot now. So what it does is it will print current timestamp value. So what is this? This one. So this has date time. So current date time it printed. So next on top of that, what I'm doing from this value, I am using strf time and I am printing only capital Y. So here what is capital Y? Year in 4 digits. So for this year, what we'll get? So our actual current date and time is this. From this, we are extracting year. So in this, what is the year? 2025. So here we are extracting only year. So next, what we are doing, we are extracting month. So strf time, and inside that we are giving %small m. So if you see what is small m here, month, month as a number 1 to 12. Okay, so we will be having months, 12 months. Okay, so month as a number. If you see here, month, see month will we have 4. So it will print 04 here. Month as 04. Next we'll go for day. So strf time and %small d. So what is %small d? Day of the month. It is between 0 to 31st. So if you see our date time, what is the day? 23. So it printing 23. So next we'll go for date string. So here what I'm doing is strf time, and inside that I'm mentioning 3 formats. One is small d. We saw what is small d, that is the date, and small m, that is month, and capital Y, that is year. So date, month, year. See here, date, month, year. So our basic, that means our actual format is this one, 25 for 23. So in format, since we given backslash, so we are getting this like this, month, date, month, and year. Next, here what I'm doing, strf time. So here I'm mentioning hour, minute, second. See here we are getting hour, minute, second. So same as it is, hour, minute, second. So and finally what I'm doing here is month, date, year, and hour, minute, second. So in between I'm giving comma. See here I given backslashes. See here date with backslashes, comma, and this is time. Okay, hour, minute, second. So like this, you can change different formats and you can cross verify based on our actual date time value. So next we'll see one more example. So I'm doing datetime dot now. That means it will print current date time. So our current date time is this one, date and time. For that, what I'm doing, I'm using strf time and I want only year, month, day. Okay, so here we are getting only year, month, day. And next, what I'm trying here, strftime. Here I'm giving year, month, day. So that means up to here we'll get this one, day, year, month, day, plus I'm giving string here. What I'm giving string here? T, capital T, all zeros. So capital T and all zeros. That means hour, minute, second is 0. So we are getting in ISO format of date time. Okay, so next we'll see for other example. So here what I'm doing, here I used datetime dot now. So instead of that, here what I'm doing, datetime off, and inside that I'm giving hard-coded value. That is year, month, date, and hour, minute, second. So if I try to print this, so I'm getting same thing, whatever I given details here, date and time I'm getting. So here I'm printing type of this dt. That means this particular time. So what it giving? Date time. And dt dot tz name. That means time zone name. So here I mentioned only date and time. So here I'm not mentioned any time zone here. So that's why we are getting here as none. So next what I'm doing on top of this value, on top of this date time, I'm using strftime and I want only this. That means date, month, year. See here, date is small d, we'll get 22. Since I given small b here, we are getting letter C, March. March has the two not full extended value. So we are getting only short value. So if you see percent %b, small b, what it represents, percentage small b here not given. Okay, so here. So percent small b, month name in shorter version. Suppose March means it will give only MAR. If you mention percent capital B, month name in full version, that means full March. So since there we given percent B, we'll get only shorter version. So since we given small b, we are getting only shorter version, MAR. And this is here, we are getting here, and IM, capital IM. So that means hour, minute, and top of that we given percent %p. So percent %p means it will print either AM or PM. So in print what I given, I want to print this one, this one, date and time, and additionally I want to check the type. So it's converted to string. So my initial format is date time and it converted to string time. See here the format ensures the output is more readable. Okay, so according to our requirement, we can change this format. So next, what I'm doing is represent dates in numerical format. So numerical format means to display day, month, year, hour, minute, seconds in numbers. So here what I'm doing, date time dot now. So that means today, date and time, it will print. On top of that, what I'm doing, I'm using strftime function, and inside that I'm giving function. So date, month, year, hour, minute, second. So here we are getting only this much. So here we are not getting milliseconds. So next what I'm trying, strftime, and I want only date, month, year. See here, I'm getting only date, month, year. So similar way, I'm using strftime. So here I'm using day, month, year, but year is I given small y. So since I given small y, we are getting shorter version. If you see the difference between capital Y and small y, see here capital Y, that is 4 digits. We will get 2025 like this. If you are given small y, we'll get only 2 digits. So we'll get only last two digits, 25. So since a given percent small y, we are getting 25 here. Okay, so next represent dates in textual format. So what is this textual format? Means month name and day name. Like suppose the day is Wednesday. So we have to get like this, Wednesday, and day. So 07 and July. So month is July. So you can print the full name in shorter name of day and month. Suppose if we give percent capital A, we'll get full name of the day, like Monday. Suppose if you give percent small a, it will print you short name of the day. Like for Monday, it will give you only MON. For Tuesday, it will give only TUE. So if you give percent capital B, you will get full name of the month. Suppose December, we are getting full uh, name of the month. If you give percent small b, you will get only shorter name. Suppose like March, you will get only MAR. So same code I given here in tabular format. So this same thing I given in tabular format. So next we'll see relevant example here. So first what I'm doing, datetime dot now. So that means it will print to you current date and time here. So on top of this, what I'm doing, I'm using strftime function. So here I want to print only date, month, year. But if you see here, small d, that is day 25. Since I given capital B, we are getting March. Okay, so if you see here, capital B, what is that? Month name full version. That means full month name you will get. So that we got here, March. So next what we will given? Capital Y we given. So that means we'll get 4 letters. Year, year in the form of 4 letters. So same thing, I'm trying in different way. I given first percent capital A, comma, percent D, percent capital B, comma, percent Y. So what is the first capital A? If you see what is capital A here, capital A, weekday, full version. Suppose Wednesday, it will print full like Wednesday. So here, percent A, that means see here Tuesday. Full name it printing. So small d means day, 25. Since I given comma here, we are getting comma. And percent capital B. Capital means we already saw. Full month will get in full name. That is March. Next comma, comma is given, and capital Y is year, 2025. So 4 years, so 4 letters will get. Next, I am trying different way like strftime. First, I want to print date, month, and year. See here, date, first date, and month we are getting only MAR, shorter version. Why? Because I given small b, percent small b I given. That means month name in shorter version like MAR. So that's why I got MAR. Since I given capital Y, we are getting 2025. So similar way we'll try for this way, percent small a, percent small d, percent small b, percent capital Y. So first we'll see what is percent small a. That means weekday in shorter version. Suppose Wednesday, we'll get only WED, W-E-D. So here, since it is Tuesday, we are getting only TUE. And small d means day, 25. And small b means shorter version of month. And capital Y means year, 2025. So next we'll see how to convert date to string. So here I am using date dot today. So that means it will print today's date. Okay, so today's date it will print. So on top of this, I am using strftime and I want in this format. First, I want to date, month, year. So first we are getting date as 25. Year date is 25. Next month is 3. That is, we have 3. And since I given percent small y, instead of 2025, I am getting only 25. So percent small y means here shorter version of 2 digits. Here in two digits format. So next, what we'll see, next we'll see one more example, datetime dot now dot date. So that means datetime dot now means we'll get date time and date also, datetime and time also. Since I given only date, from date and time, it will pick only date. Okay, so on top of this, what I'm doing, strftime, I want only this format, day, month, year. So if you see datetime dot now dot date means usually we'll get output for this. For this output, we'll get like this. Okay, this format. This format I want in this format, %d, %small d, m, and y. So these and these both are same. So here what I used date dot today, date dot today I used. So here we are getting only date. Okay, date dot today. Today's date we are getting. So here what I'm doing, date time dot now. That means today's date time from date time object. I want only date. That means your output will be like this. So this output I am converting to this like this. Next, what I'm doing, I'm converting time object to string format. That means represent time in 24 hours and 12 hours format. So here we'll use percent capital H, capital M, capital S format code to display time in 24-hour format. That means if you see capital H, that is our 24-hour format. Capital I means our this one 12-hour format, and capital M. If you see capital M, minutes 0 to 60, and yes, capital S is seconds. So here only difference is H and I. So what is H? Hour in 24-hour format. Capital I is hour in 12-hour format. So we'll see with one example. So date time dot now. So that means today, date and time. So from this, I'm extracting only time. If you see earlier, I extracted date. So, but here I'm extracting time. So that means our current time is this one. Okay, so this one I'm changing to strftime hour, minute, second. So since I given capital H here, we'll get 24-hour format. So 030027. So this is IMS means 12-hour format. So here we'll get 30027. Since we are having 3, we are getting both as same. Suppose if you have different value, suppose if you have some 26 hours, then here we'll get 26 and here we'll get 2. So next we'll see how to represent time in milliseconds format. So here we'll use percent small f and percent small p. So percent f, what it represents is microsecond. So percent p is for to display either AM or PM. So here also you can see percent p either AM or PM. And what is next? Percent small f. Percent small f, it is in microsecond. Okay, so Here what I'm trying to do is from datetime dot now, I am taking time value, that is this one. So it is in which format? First is hour, minute, second, and milliseconds. So here what I'm doing, this particular time, I am converting by using strftime, and inside that I'm mentioning hour, minute, second, and dot percent %f. So percent %f means microsecond. See here, so we are getting same because we mentioned everything, hour, minute, second, and microsecond. So if you remove this second, that means percent yes, then you will get 0.3 double zeros dot this microsecond. Okay, so next we'll see how to represent date time in milliseconds. So first I'm taking date time dot now. That means our we'll get a date time value. So date time value with milliseconds. That means so you'll get like this date and time you will get like this, including milliseconds. So here what I'm doing strf time, and here I'm mentioning year, month, date. So that we got here year, month, date. Next what I'm giving hour, minute, second, and percent f. That means including milliseconds. So that means this whole thing. And on this time value, what I'm giving, I given index -3. So that means from last 3 letters, it will omit. See, that's why we are getting here only 131 here. See, normally microseconds, it will be 6 letters. Okay, so but we are getting only 3 letters here. Since I given -3, it will omit last 3 letters. So next what we'll do is represent time in AM or PM format. So for that we need to use %p. So we'll see with what example. So datetime dot now, that is this one. So here we are getting date and time, including microsecond. So here I'm using strf time function. Here I'm using date, month, year. Since I mentioned small b, we will get month in shorter version with short name and percent capital I M. So only hour, minute I given. See here only hour, minute, and since I given percent P, we'll get either AM or PM according to this time. So similar way, dt dot time. So that means dt is this one. So from this date time now, so on top of this, since I given dt dot time, we are extracting only time. And on this, since I mentioned only hour and minute and percent p. So from this, we'll get only hour, minute. Only these two will get, and additionally we'll get AM or PM since we given percent p. So next what we'll see is creating string from a timestamp value. Suppose my timestamp value is this one. So this value, it is timestamp value in milliseconds. So for that, first I'm converting this timestamp value by using from timestamp function. Inside that I'm pausing this so that it will convert into datetime object. So that milliseconds, it is converted to datetime object. So on top of that, I'm using strf time. I'm pausing here month, date, year, and hour, minute, second. Okay, so here I'm getting here date, month, year, and hour, minute, second. So since I given backslash here, we are getting here backslash. So similar way, strf time. So here I'm pausing date, month, and year. Since I given percent %b, if you see here, first is date, %b means shorter version of month, that is June. Next we are getting month, 2018. So next I'm using %b, small d, and capital B, y. So small d is date, 12, and next I given capital B, that means full month name, that means June. And next this is year. So next I given strftime, capital I and %p. So capital I means hour. Since I given p, %p, whether it is AM or PM. So next I given %c, strftime, small c. So here small c is local version of date and time. So that means, so small c, so it will be in this format. So first we'll get a day name in shorter version, next month name in shorter version, then date, then we'll get time. So then we'll get year. Okay, so similar way we'll see, since we given small c here, if you see output 1, so first we are getting shorter version of day, next shorter version of month, then date and time, and finally year. So that is the meaning of small c. So next I'm using strftime small x. So we'll see what is small x here, local version of date. So in this format, and similar way, capital X, that is local version of time. So that is this one. So if you see here, small x, what is that? Local version of date. So 6 day backslash month 12 backslash year. And similar way, strftime capital X, that means time, local version of time. So that means hour, minute, second. Okay, so now finally we'll see what is the key differences between strp time and strf time. So what is the purpose? So main purpose is to convert string representation of datetime to datetime object. So strftime, it converts datetime object into string representation of datetime. So here what input we need to give? Date string. So we need to give date in the form of string representation. So here we need to pass datetime object. So what output we get here? If you pass string representation of date, we'll get output as datetime object. So here if you pass datetime object, we'll get string representation of date. Suppose example, so you consider this one as string representation of date. So we'll get datetime object. So datetime object means datetime of this one. So year, month, day. So similar way here, opposite. So here we're first we are passing datetime object. For that we are getting string representation of date. So that's all about this video. So the major difference between strp time and strf time in Python. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.